Today on Houston Life, how a local foundation's annual golf event is positively impacting the lives of those suffering with Crohn's, colitis, and mental health issues.
Plus, we'll meet the local 8-year-old who's behind a project that has given more than 8,000 new books to local children.
And see how you can explore great cities in the U.S. for under $100 thanks to a new budget travel show.
And creativity in overdrive, the out-of-this-world auto designs you can find at this year's Art Car Experience. All that and more happening today on Houston Life.
Live from Studio B and KPRC2. Houston Life starts now.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Houston Life. Today is Tuesday, May 11th, 2021. I'm Derek Shore.
And I'm Courtney Savala. You know, I need you to help me out with something.
What?
I have a little bit, I have some mom guilt today.
Okay.
So remember way back when AJ had a field trip and I didn't send him to school with
in the right shirt?
Field trip shirt, you know, and you kind of feel bad. You lose track of what's going on.
I think that's happened several times, hasn't it?
It's only happened once.
Oh, really?
The field trip shirt, yeah. Okay. I forgot other things, but that's okay.
School picture day.
Yeah, but that's all right. So Connor's school did like a mock trial thing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I remember
super
mock
cool.
trial.
And so like it's really like the 8th graders. He's in 7th graders, so it's like the 8th graders thing, the time to shine.
Yeah.
But the 7th graders help out as well. Well, the mock trial actually was supposed to take place last week. There was a little bit of a snafu, so they had to reschedule said mock trial.
Okay.
Well, we went out of town this weekend and, you know, just stuff going on. Get back, and I forgot. He forgot, Orlando forgot that the mock trial was yesterday.
Okay.
And I had a little note written down in my book that mock trial was today.
And what was his role? I mean, essentially, you were concerned because he went to school unprepared?
He went to school in his gym clothes, and he was supposed to wear, like, his khaki and dress shirt because he was part of the jury.
I mean, it happens, right?
Well, he got a 0.
Oh.
I know.
So then what happened?
Well, I don't...
Is there extra credit?
I hope so. So we told him, you know, we said you should go to school, talk to your teacher, find out, you know...
Oh, no.
I know, y'all. I can't keep track. I thought it was today. I actually had a Post-it note in my book that said mock trial. I thought it was happening today. And so here's the pit in the stomach. Yesterday afternoon, I get here's the link from the mock trial. And I thought the mock trial is tomorrow. I felt terrible.
It happens, though. I mean, we're all human, right? And I feel like hopefully his teachers will give him a pass and let him make up for it somehow.
I know.
I mean, there have been days when I will wake up in the morning and somehow my phone doesn't give me a calendar invite, and I realize 10 minutes before I'm supposed to be somewhere on location for like a work event. It's happened to all of us, right?
I know, but I feel like I'm really guilty about it. You know, I'm really trying to be so good about managing emails, and y'all don't even understand. I'm gonna take a picture of this and I'll show you tomorrow. In my bathroom, I have a list of the things that I need to take care of in my life. And so when I get home later today is when I cross off the things that I'm supposed to do, because if I don't see it, if it's not in front of me, life just happens. I've got 2 kids, the dog, the husband, me, everything else going on that I forget about everything. I forget about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, you're human. I don't know how you keep it all straight because I can barely keep track of my own schedule, let alone the schedule of everyone in the family.
I'm surprised my kids actually make it out of the house. I'm going to be honest. I mean, probably because we're still driving them. But, you know, I realize that Connor's 13. He needs to take some responsibility, you know. But here we were out of town and there was just a lot going on. And so I just in the back of my head kept thinking for some reason it was today. But, y'all, I feel so bad. I've got mom guilt.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Well, do you want some happy news? How about that?
Yes. Do we have margaritas or something?
We don't have any margaritas. But so speaking of school, you know, Taylor Swift, she's often in the headlines because she's a big star, a big fan of her music. People are talking about how she really got out the vote by going on Instagram and encouraging people to vote.
Yeah, she was very vocal right from the beginning.
Yeah, so it turns out that and this is my connection to school and exams, but it turns out that a question about her has shown up on AP exams now.
Really?
Yeah. It's so, again, how she inspired voter registration ahead of the 2018 midterm elections. And then again last year for the general election.
Yeah.
So this was in AP US government and politics. Super
Do we
cool,
know
right?
what the question was?
I don't know the specific, we don't know the specific questions because then we might.
Oh, we can't put them out there.
Right. She's also going to be the first woman to receive the Global Icon Award at the Brit Awards. So that's pretty cool.
I love her.
Yeah, she's fantastic. And kudos to her, too, because you guys remember the controversy where essentially like record labels and the people...
Her original record label.
Her original, yeah, from her albums. This was her music that she wrote, and she was only getting a tiny slice of that pie. A lot of other people and companies and labels were getting rich off her work. So slowly she has started re-recording those albums. And it's fantastic because it's the same songs, the same lyrics, and she is finally getting her large piece of the pie that she deserves. It's her music.
It's her music. She's worked hard for it. The other people just kind of, you know, basically she claimed at an 18-year-old or 17-year-old when she was trying to get signed with her mom and doing all of this, she was just excited to sign, right?
Yeah.
And so she didn't realize what she was signing away, which is really terrible that somebody would just own it. Because then, wasn't it a Grammy Awards that they wouldn't allow her to sing the song that she was nominated for because, oh, we own the song.
That she wrote.
Yeah.
Well, what's cool now is you can re-listen to her newer albums. I think she's only released one that she's recorded. She plans to re-record them all. But the diehard Taylor Swift fans are only listening to the new version, which is, you know, a little bit better than the old one, I must say.
Love me some T-Swizzle.
That's right. Well, did you realize today is National Eat What You Want Day? For some of us, it's every day, right?
It kind of happens.
But we mark today because it is meant to have a day to indulge a little without feeling the regret. So many experts say a cheat day is an essential way to keep your body in great shape because it sort of keeps your metabolism guessing. I guess that's the theory. So you can look for the hashtag Eat What You Want Day on social media if you're interested to see what other people are indulging in. A lot of tasty snacks out there. So in honor of Eat What You Want Day, our team decided we should play a little game. Lauren Kelly is here to walk us through it. And Lauren, what's this all about?
It's all fun and games, you know, until our pants don't zip anymore, right? And that's fine.
Welcome to the pandemic.
We're going to play a little trivia game. It's called Getting Junked. I'm going to ask a series of questions. If you know the answer, we gave you guys a bell. Please wait for all the options to be read. Are you ready?
We are
Yes.
ready. Here, I'm going to hand this.
Okay, we have our
here.
bells here.
Okay, all right.
Get your bells ready.
So we
All
have to wait for the entire
yes,
question to be
yes.
read.
And I
Thank
will
you for
give
repeating that.
I'll give you some more
I'm
answers.
watching you,
Okay, all right, here we
Courtney.
go.
Watch you.
Question number 1. How many sleeves are in a Ritz cracker box?
Oh.
3, 5, 4, or 2? Oh my God, that was exactly the same time.
I think mine was first.
Courtney was first, okay.
4.
That is correct, Courtney. The answer is 4. Each box of original crackers has 4 individually wrapped sleeves to help preserve freshness.
Yeah.
And that's just a regular standard size box.
Regular standard size box.
Yeah, not the snack boxes because there's 6 in those. My kids love Ritz.
I'm very impressed on this knowledge
Yeah,
part.
but
All
they're
right.
smaller
Oh,
in the
wow.
other snack box.
Okay.
Question number 2. Doritos were invented in Disneyland. Is this true or false?
That was a ding. Do I get a point if she gets it wrong?
I thought you were going to
Well, it's only true or false if she gets it wrong. Courtney?
True?
It's true!
Oh, get out of
It is.
here.
Listen to this. The answer is true. Frito-Lay had a restaurant in Disneyland when it opened, and it would toss out the old chips. Someone started packaging those as Doritos.
You're kidding.
Old
knew?
chips? Okay, that is gross.
Wow.
That was a pure guess. I have
Okay.
no
Good now, though.
idea.
2-0. Courtney's ahead. All right. How many flavors are in a Dr. Pepper? 23, 22, 33, or 20?
Are in a Dr. Pepper, like
Yes,
different
they're-
Flavors?
different flavors
Yes.
that make up Dr. Pepper?
Yes, and it's in their current commercial airing, recent, like right now.
What are the
It's
choices?
what they're known for. Okay, 23, 22, 33, or 20.
I'm gonna guess 23.
23 is correct.
Lucky guess.
Your guesses are doing very well today.
in the world?
The recipe has never been revealed, so
Right.
we'll have to keep guessing on what those 23 flavors actually
And by
are.
23 flavors, we mean 23 chemicals. that make it taste that way.
No, there's no chemicals in Dr. Pepper.
All right, 2-1, let's go.
That's all it is.
This makes it so good, Derek, okay? Question number 4. A dentist invented cotton candy. Is this true or false? Derek.
I'm going to guess true just because it seems so bizarre.
And that is correct.
Really?
Yes, the answer is true. In 1897, a dentist invented it as a treat for children and called it fairy floss.
I think fairy floss is much more exciting.
I can see the packaging now.
All right, we're all tied up. Let's go to question number 5. What was Reese's Peanut Butter Cup originally called? Chocolate saucers, peanut butter bites, penny cups, or PB Choco Minis? Courtney?
The penny one. The penny.
Penny cups.
Yeah, C.
That is correct.
Oh.
I've heard
Did you
that
know?
before.
Oh, you have heard that?
Yeah, I forget. I think maybe that might have been like a Jeopardy question or something. I love those. And so I just thought it was because the shape of it, right?
That's correct. Created in 1928, they were called penny cups because they only cost a penny at the time.
Oh, I wish. It is still one of my
imagine?
favorite desserts. And you know, there are people out there who don't like the combo of chocolate and peanut butter.
Oh, it's a winning
Crazy with
combination.
them, I know.
Made in heaven, in my
Add a
opinion.
banana in there, and I mean.
Oh, no.
All right.
No?
That goes too far. A banana.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. 3-2 so far. Courtney, you're ahead. Question number 6.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Which is not a Starburst flavor? Strawberry, lime, orange, or cherry? Derek.
Lime.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is correct. The answer is lime. The 4th flavor is lemon. So, no lime, only lemon.
I always like the pink ones. They're my favorite.
Those
you
are
can get
so
the whole
good.
bag of pinks.
Now you can.
You sure can. Since we were all tied up, I do have one tiebreaker question, okay? How many pounds of ice cream does a single American consume in 1 year?
Is this a multiple choice question?
No, this is just some knowledge.
How many pounds?
Pounds, yeah.
In a year?
In a whole year.
20.
Is that, are you dinging in? Are you guessing?
Oh, I thought you wanted an answer from both of us.
Fair enough. Okay, Courtney's gonna go 20.
See, I would have guessed 20 as well, but I'm going to say 21.
Closest
Who's
without
closest?
going over 21. The answer is actually 23 pounds. Regular ice cream is the most popular category of frozen desserts, so very nicely done.
I mean, I feel like I actually learned something today.
Guys.
We love ice cream, and we so rarely do it. I love Ben & Jerry's fish food.
Oh, that is so good.
Yeah. I told my nieces there's actual fish juice in it.
Yeah, of course. It makes it better.
Yeah,
And then they
it's so
handed it to
good.
you, and then you could finish it for them, right? Yeah, I know how that works for sure.
That was fun.
Yeah, very nicely done, guys. I'm
Thank
very
you.
impressed.
What do we win?
I'll get you some Doritos that were tossed on the floor at Disneyland in just a little bit.
Perfect.
How about
Okay.
some penny cups? I'll take those. I knew I loved cotton candy for some reason.
What was it called again?
Fairy floss.
Fairy floss.
All right. Still to come, a blast from the past. 2 A-list celebs who are hanging out once again years after their breakup.
But first, let's check in with Joe Sam, who is highlighting one of Houston's favorite annual events. Hey, Joe.
Hey guys, that's right. Get ready to open your mouths wide, just like this car behind us, to say wow at all of the different cars that they're going to have here at Houston Art Car Experience that's happening this weekend. We're going to give you all the details and talk about the art and the artists behind everything that you're going to be seeing here when Houston Life returns in just a few minutes.
Well, welcome back, everyone. Texo has joined us, and let me just tell you something. I think there's some doggy perfume on him right now because he smells really good.
Oh, maybe he came straight from his girlfriend's house.
I think so. Smells lovely. Okay, listen to this.
Put that leg down, dude.
Hang on, we're on TV.
Okay.
Ben Affleck has been very busy with his exes lately. You know Ben Affleck, the actor.
Yes, of
Okay,
course.
on Sunday, he posted a sweet message to his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner, in honor of Mother's Day, saying, "So happy to share these kids with you. Luckiest parents in the world. Thanks for all the good you do."
Look how young she
I
looks
know,
in that
right?
photo.
He signed off, "Happy Mother's Day, love, their dad."
That's awesome.
I know, right? Sweet. Yeah, but that wasn't the only ex that he's been checking in with. Bennifer is reunited. Ben Affleck, J-Lo, you know, she's recently single, of course, but the exes, they were actually pictured at her LA home in late April, maybe after the breakup with A-Rod. And they apparently spent several days together in Montana.
Okay.
They were engaged in 2002, ended up postponing their wedding. Just a few days they were supposed to walk down the aisle, and by January 2004, officially Splitsville. No clue on what's going on, but it's been 20 years since they co-starred together in the films Jersey Girl and Gigli. No one remembers either one of those.
I didn't see either one of them.
Not very popular.
No.
Not at all. But many people are talking about, would there be a Bennifer sequel to their relationship, the part 2? Of course, they're the original, right? The original that we merged their
combo,
names.
Bennifer?
Yes. Yes.
But maybe they're just friends, though. Maybe they're just hanging out. Again, I'm friends with many of my exes. And
I'm not.
Maybe they're just, but I think for a lot of people, like, look how cool it was that he posted on Jen Garner's page about Mother's Day. That's great. A lot of exes have this bitter energy, and...
Well, and let's be honest, they are co-parenting, if you will. They're raising children, and so that, you have to be able to do that. But I think it is great. But we'll see. Matt Damon, his best friend, was saying, I don't know anything, but if they were to get back together, I would love it. Plus, J-Lo has said how much her mom loves Ben Affleck.
Well, maybe timing didn't work the first time around. We'll see. Time will tell, right? Well, we want to hear from you, the deep, dark relationship secrets. Tell us about the one who got away, and we'll share your comments later on, as always.
Got away.
Don't hold back. All right, Houston's Art Car Experience is back with some of the most over-the-top car designs perhaps you've ever seen.
This is so cool. Joe Sam is in Third Ward checking out how they're revving up the creativity this year. Glad to see that this is back.
Yeah, I'm glad to see it's back as well, guys. It has absolutely blown my mind just with the little amount of cars that they have here now. We're talking with Jonathan, my man, the event director here of the Houston Art Car Experience.
Right.
There's going to be over 80 different cars that we're going to be able to check out with some amazing designs. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're doing things a little differently this year. So instead of a parade, which we've been doing for the past 34 years, we're going to have all of the cars here, and people are going to be able to stop by and see them all, get up close to them, meet the artists, and have a good time. And so we have daytime and nighttime activities for the whole family, and we invite everybody to come out. It's going to be beautiful weather.
Absolutely. We saw some video we're going to be seeing in just a bit of the actual parade that happened in 2019. So like you said, it's going to be different, but it's going to be happening all this weekend from May 14th through the 16th. There's also going to be a walking tour that people can go and check out, too, and a concert, I'm hearing.
Yeah, that's right. During the day, we have walking tours. We have the 80 art cars. You can come with your family, get to know the art cars. And then at night, you can buy a ticket to come and see some of the best bands we have in Texas.
Absolutely. You're taking a look right now at another beautiful, beautiful piece of art that you're going to be seeing here at the Art Car Experience. This is going to be absolutely amazing. We're going to be talking about ticket prices whenever we come back and how you guys are going to be able to register for it. But what we want to talk about when we come back, you guys, is this beauty right here. Her Mieselak. We're going to also introduce you to the artist behind this amazing car design when we return. For right now, we're going to send it back to you guys, and I'm going to continue to be amazed by all of the beautiful artwork that they have here, Courtney and Derek. It's absolutely stunning.
And I feel like my car is so boring compared to all those.
Oh,
it
I
really
know.
is incredible, right?
It is. Works
I
hard.
agree.
Thanks, Joe. Still ahead on today's show, if you're looking for a quick getaway, the host of a new budget travel show shares his tips to save you money on your next trip.
Sounds good to me. But first, let's check in with Lauren Kelly, who's teeing off for a great cause. Hey there, Lauren.
That's right. When we come back, how one annual golf tournament is bringing together families, friends, volunteers, and raising awareness. How you can be a part of the Eric M. Sewell Foundation's 6th annual golf tournament, which is happening this weekend. That and so much more when Houston Life returns. The Eric M. Sewell Foundation was formed in memory of Eric Matthew Sewell, a dear family friend of mine who passed away at only 28 years old after struggling with Crohn's and ulcerative colitis. Despite Eric's struggles, he always lit up a room with his contagious smile and huge personality. This Saturday, Eric's Foundation will host their 6th annual Memorial Golf Tournament, and I spoke with Eric's mom, Deborah, who has more details on the upcoming event.
My name is Kyle Sewell, and in honor and memory of my brother Eric, I would like to officially welcome everyone to the Eric M. Sewell Memorial Golf Tournament.
Hi, Lauren. Thanks for having me.
It's so wonderful to see you, and I am just so excited that this event continues to take place every year in honor of Eric's memory. And he still has so many friends that show up. It's almost like he's there at the event with us, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, it's from what I've been told, family foundations tend to die off after 5-6 years at the most. We are growing, and this is a small family foundation, and Eric's friends just keep coming out. People I didn't even know. They come and introduce themselves to me, and they donate, and they volunteer, and they golf, and it's just been wonderful to keep Eric's spirit alive with all of the friends and family that are still in love with him.
This is such a fantastic event. Deborah, can you tell us a little bit more about the golf tournament that's happening next weekend?
Sure. We will be at Wildcat Golf Club, and there are 2 courses there, and we are filling up both courses. And it's just a great way to celebrate Eric, and everybody has a good time. We have a lot of fun contest holes. It's not your typical golf tournament where it's just all serious golfers. In fact, most of the golfers there are not golfers.
Deborah, you guys have raised over $270,000 in years past. Let's talk about where these funds go after the tournament.
Oh, sure. We'd love to. It is, we have 3 initiatives that we donate to. First and foremost is Crohn's and Colitis Foundation to help them find a cure for Crohn's and colitis. We also are the underwriting sponsors and continuing sponsor of the Jewish Family Service Touching the Heart, which is a suicide prevention program geared towards high schoolers and young adults. We also have endowed a scholarship at the University of Texas at Austin, and it is given each year to a student who has Crohn's or colitis or some sort of IBD. And we're very proud about that. So those are
Eric was a very proud Longhorn.
He was very proud Longhorn. Absolutely. There's still lots that you can do. There are a few spots for golfers. So if anybody's interested, you can go on the website and see if there's still a spot available. We'd love to have you.
Well, Deborah, thank you so much for all the information. We know that Eric's memory will always continually be a blessing, and we're so glad that you're sharing the light on this foundation and just getting the information out there. And we can't wait to see you guys at the tee next weekend.
Yes, thank you so much. We're looking forward to it.
Info on how you can be a part of the Foundation's big golf event is on our website at HoustonLife.tv. Derek and Courtney, how's your tee-up game?
Well, my game is terrible, but I would
too.
do my best in honor of your friend's memory. I mean, that's incredible.
It's more about being fun and having a good time in honor of Eric's fun memories, which is what the entire day is about.
And what a beautiful legacy. It was very sweet to honor your friend that way.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, Lauren. Thanks a lot. Coming up, how an 8-year-old from Missouri City is sharing the gift of reading to thousands of kids in need.
You don't want to miss that story. Plus, a look at what's coming up on the news at 4 o'clock when Houston Life returns in just 2 minutes.
Welcome back to Houston Live. Courtney and Derek and Tex back on the sofa with you at 3:30.
Yeah, glad to have you with us. Earlier, we asked you to tell us about the one that got away. And boy, that's exactly what y'all did. Diane writes in about a young soldier stationed at Fort Hood in 1970. I believe he cared for me as well. He was honest with me and told me he was going through a divorce at the time. My mother found out about it, and I was 18, almost 19, living at home, and she broke us up. I still believe if our relationship had been allowed to continue, we might have gotten married and be married to this day.
Oh, wow.
And Diane, interesting, because divorce back then was really looked down upon, right?
Oh, yes. I know. But thank you for sharing that story. Jessica writes in, my cousin had a friend who taught who I thought was cute, but life happened, lost contact with them. I would think of him from time to time and wonder if he was happy and single. Well, almost 16 years ago, we got in contact with each other. We're now married with 2 kids.
No way.
So he got away for a bit, but I caught him.
Good
That's
for
a great
you,
story.
Jessica. Jessica really looks a lot like Dan Levy. Gabriella writes in, once I saw the most amazing shoes and it was the last pair in my size. They were gone when I finally made up my mind. Oh, wait, that's not what you mean,
Oh, I
is it?
totally get it, Gabriella.
Love at first sight, Gabriella.
That's a good one. Carla says, as it should be, the one that got away needed to just go.
I agree, Carla.
Yes.
I mean, I think we can all sort of second guess who we are and how we got, you know, to be where we are doing what we're doing.
What?
But
What'd you say?
you can always second guess, like, yeah, you could have been in a relationship
Yes.
with another person, right?
But it wouldn't be that good. There's a reason why that happens.
It's a reminder to follow your heart, right? Follow your inner
Absolutely.
compass.
All right. Let's check in with Keith, Christine, and Frank for an explanation of what Derek just said.
Maybe I think all of us are probably one or two decisions in our lives from being somewhere totally different right now. You know, one or two decisions we could have made.
And Keith is
a long time
so
ago.
grateful that he's sitting next to me every day. Every decision we've made has led us to this moment.
And here we are.
It's true.
I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
I hear some sarcasm.
No, I'm so happy to be here. You hit the nail on the head.
I feel like some of the viewers, like their stories are like The Notebook. I feel like I want to read their whole story.
Yep.
Some good stuff they share.
Yeah. Well, social media has changed it. I mean, you don't get away now.
That's true.
You can't get rid of them now.
Find that person.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Exactly. Once they have your digits, you're done.
I know.
Track you down electronically for sure. Yeah, all right. Those were some good stories, though. Those were good stories. Right now, we're looking at some good, strong storms.
Yeah, speaking of hiding, listen, we really got to take this seriously. Look at this. This is from Bryan College Station at 1:30 this afternoon. The main anchor there at KBTX, and you can see that funnel cloud. This did not touch down, but certainly some scary sights. And we've already had a tornado warning around Weldon, which is way up around Lovelady and the Grapeland area and Crockett. I'll show you some of what's going on here. First, the severe thunderstorm watch just issued until 9 o'clock. I'm going to take that all that off so you can see the box, and it's basically from the Woodlands north. So you say, well, it doesn't include Houston, but this is only until 9 o'clock. Don't be surprised to see this extended into the Houston area as we get past 9 o'clock. So really later tonight and the overnight is when we're going to have to pay close attention in Houston. Right now, they're paying close attention up here to a severe thunderstorm warning. There's Crockett and Grapeland, 1-inch size hail, 50-mile-an-hour winds there. That is until 3:45, and then around the Bryan College Station area, Burleson and Brazos County, under severe thunderstorm warning until 4:15. That has 1-inch size hail and 50-mile-an-hour winds. Also, in addition to that, there is a flash flood watch in effect until 1 o'clock tomorrow, and this, we're being told, is going to be extended all the way down into Montgomery County. So it's to Lake Livingston right now, but it's going to continue to go south and southwest, just above Harris County. But because that severe thunderstorm watch box was issued, that's going to be extended also. And you can see some of these rainfall amounts in the orange last 24 hours. That's 5-6 inches of rain that they're reporting there across Polk County. So this could be a real troublemaker for us as we get into the overnight. Let me show you the future cast. The thunderstorms really start to fire up. This is 7:30 tonight, and then they start to move south. So you see them already 10:30 into Harris County, and then this cold front actually begins to move through overnight. So this is 2 in the morning. I'll stop it at 4 in the morning, right across town, 6 in the morning, a miserable morning commute, and then continues at 8 a.m. to be right there along the shoreline, continues on to move on through. But it takes it the better part of the morning to really get out of here. But then it does improve, but we've got to get through really till noon tomorrow. The threats are quarter-size hail, 40 to 50-mile-an-hour winds, 1 to 3-inch downpours, flooding in low-lying areas. We've already seen a few small isolated tornadoes and funnel clouds, so we're getting, I just heard another buzzer, so we can't rule that out. So generally for Houston this evening, it's pretty quiet. It's hot out there, but we're not looking for a lot of activity. Once we get to 10 o'clock, that's when we go from 30 to 40, and then overnight 50, 60, 70% chances of these showers and thunderstorms. This is an overnight event for most of us in the Houston area. If you're up north, watch out now.
All right, Frank, we appreciate the update. We'll go let you go check that alert that just coming in. We'll talk more about that coming up at 4 o'clock today. So some other stories that we have coming up. The question still remains, where's the tiger that was spotted in a West Houston neighborhood this past weekend? Houston police are still trying to find that big cat. And what else we're learning about the man accused of driving away with the animal and the other trouble that he's been in since he was charged with murder back in 2017. Plus, an interview with Carole Baskin weighing in on the whole Houston Tiger situation. We have that coming up.
Carole Baskin. Okay, Uber and Lyft offering free rides, but there is a catch. You have to be going to a specific place for a specific reason. We will explain what those specifics are ahead at 4.
And plus, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, cryptocurrency is really the big buzzword these days. And consumer expert Amy Davis breaking down exactly what cryptocurrency is and what you need to know about it. So a lot coming up today at 4 o'clock, you guys.
Yeah, I was with my father-in-law this past weekend. He's almost 70, and he asked me about cryptocurrency. Yeah, I was like, hey, Dad, I don't know.
I know.
But a lot of people are interested.
A lot of us. My brother and Connor, my 13-year-old, is obsessed with it.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, we'll learn more at 4 o'clock. We'll see you guys then.
All righty.
Well, the gift of reading is something all children should have the chance to fall in love with, and a local 8-year-old is working hard to ensure all kids have that opportunity to do just that.
Yeah, 4 years ago, Chloe Joyner started a project called A Book and a Smile to help spread stories and joy to kids in her community. Today, there are no limits on what her next chapter holds.
Hi, my name is Chloe Joyner. I'm the owner of A Book and a Smile, and I'm 8 years old. I'm doing a pop-up book fair, and these are some of the books that I'm giving away. A Book and a Smile is something I created to make sure that everybody has a book, and because I know I really like books, and I want everybody to have the same opportunity to read that I do. Makes me feel really, really good because I know that those people that I'm giving the books to, they really are enjoying those books, and I know that I did something that makes me feel really good. I'm Chloe, and this is my amazing bookshelf. I have a big bookshelf in my bedroom. Almost every morning when I wake up, I get a book and I just sit up reading until it's time for breakfast. I asked for books for my birthday, and I gave them away on my birthday. That was my birthday party. And for Christmas, I also asked for books because I know that during the pandemic, you really couldn't go to libraries to get your own books. And also, I know that the people that were in a hospital and they're scared if they're going to be okay or something, and I really wanted to make them feel better by giving them a book in a hospital. Do you like this one?
How about Joey and the Super Socks?
It makes me feel really happy because it makes me feel like people actually care about the people that I'm donating to, because I know I really care about them, and I really want people to have books, and I really want to reach my goal of 1 million books. That a really big thing, and I want that to grow, and I really want that to level up, and so the people will start donating more books so I can give it to the other people.
I mean, I'm speechless,
I
but you can tell her sense of empathy and caring for others. What really stood out, did you notice in the letter to Santa, she was asking Santa and Mrs. Claus how they were doing?
Right. Love her.
Incredible.
And just a reminder, she's 8 years old, right? I mean, what an incredible little girl. If you would like to learn more about Chloe's project, A Book and a Smile, just head to the Scene on Houston Life page of our website.
Keep up the good work, Chloe. 1 million books, you can do it.
Absolutely.
Coming up on Houston Life, thinking of a quick getaway. The host of a new budget travel show shares his tips to save you money on your next trip. There he is right there. We'll meet him when Houston Life returns right after this.
So many of us are getting really excited about getting out and about, whether that means exploring in your own city of Houston, our backyard, or getting out to another city nearby. We've got some really great travel ideas, but you won't want to spend a ton of money. There's a new digital series offering inexpensive travel tips in top U.S. cities.
It's such a cool idea. It's called George Goes Everywhere, and one of the cities highlighted in the series is, surprise, Houston. The host, George Igo, joins us now. George, welcome to Houston Life, and tell us about where you got this idea in the first place.
Well, you know, I've always loved to travel. But I haven't always had the bankroll for it, so I kind of had to get creative. and try to find things that were undervalued in places. And, I've worked in TV for many years, and so making a show like this was just kind of a marriage of those two aspects of my life.
Okay, I got to give you a shout out because you are a writer for Mike and Molly on CBS, which we love that show. Billy Gardell has been on our show multiple times. And so when you go in your series, George Goes Everywhere, the premise is going into these cities and doing things for $100 or less.
That's right. $100 less total. So we try to find, different stuff, different categories, food, drink, culture, history, nature. So there's, really something for everyone.
And do you find that with that budget of $100, you're really sort of skimping and scraping? Or is the message here that you really can have like a robust, fun adventure on a shoestring?
I think it's that you can have fun without breaking the bank. It's just you have to kind of maybe do a little research beforehand, kind of dig deeper than that first page of Google results, and find stuff that's maybe a little more off the beaten path. And if you do that, I think it's absolutely possible in any city.
I really love how you kind of do the selfie cam. You take us along your journey, and I know that was the whole premise of how you wanted the audience to really feel like we're going along with you. Let's talk about the Houston episode, because we all want to know where you went and what did you do for $100 or less.
Well, in Houston, I'm actually a big bit of a space nerd, so I went to the Space Center Houston, of course. I went to the Cockrell Butterfly Center.
Yes.
Which is a wonderful place. If anyone hasn't been there, it's well worth it, I think. I went to a Mexican restaurant called Irma's, which was actually a tip that was given to me by someone at Space Center Houston. I hadn't even heard of it, but they recommended it to me, and it was a great family-owned spot and real highlight of the place, of the city. And also the Beer Can House. Have you guys ever been there?
Oh, yes. Absolutely. My kids love it.
It's a real fun place. And the Orange Show, another place like a house that was kind of converted to this sort of art installation. Yeah, a lot of fun stuff in Houston.
And what's cool is a number of the places you mentioned don't even cost a dime. You mentioned earlier a moment ago that people should just do their research in advance. What are some of the best resources out there? If someone is planning a trip to one of these cities, where should they begin when it comes to planning their trip?
I think there's a website called Atlas Obscura that I think is a really good website. They kind of catalog sort of more kooky things in a location. And of course, these standard, TripAdvisor, but, dig deep past the first page, get into, page 5 and 6 of stuff in a place. And also, ask around, ask when you're there, ask cab drivers, ask waiters, waitresses, people at the hotel. Just try to get as much information as you can.
And I love that you, of course, that's how you found Irma's, right? When you were just talking to somebody at Space Center Houston. And we should remind people that the $100 or less, these were all attractions that did not include your lodging. So do you recommend any tips for anybody looking for hotel stays or anything?
Well, I mean, again, that's, I think if you do, kind of credit card points and, hotel points, that's not for everyone, but that is something I've done in my life. And I think just, again, searching for, deals, finding out when maybe the off season is, going to a place when it's not the, the height of summer, but going in the fall if you're able to, or even the winter. I like going to places in cold weather sometimes. I think it can be kind of fun. It's fun and different.
Yeah, timing can be everything for travel. We got to let you go, but before we do, tell us about the free streaming platform Million Stories, because this is where people can watch your adventures with George Goes Everywhere.
Yes, Million Stories. It's a new online platform whose goal is financial literacy. They're all about breaking the taboo of talking about money. So many people don't talk about money, and as a result, they don't really take control of their financial future. And so Million Stories is trying to kind of use the power of entertainment to help people take control of their finances.
All right, George Igo, thanks so much for your time today. We can't wait, to see where your next adventures take you.
Thank you for having me.
And if you would like to connect with George, you can check out the scene on Houston Life section of our website.
It's very cool. Also, he loved Milwaukee, so it's one of the longest episodes that he did. He said he had the biggest bang for his buck in that city.
So many things to do there.
And by the way, he had money left over in Houston, and he gave it to the Hurricane Harvey Relief Fund. It was $22.
Cool.
So that's awesome. Way to go, George. Well, now let's check in with Joe Sam, who is revving it up for one of Houston's favorite annual events. Hi, Joe.
Hey, guys. Yeah, we just finished pumping it up right now. We're going to be talking about her Meiselak, the story behind this here, and the artist that designed it, what it takes to create one of these beautiful pieces of art that you're going to be seeing at the Houston Art Car Experience happening this weekend. Houston Life is back in just 2 minutes. Welcome back here to Houston Life. We are gearing up for the Houston Art Car Experience happening this weekend off of 45 and Telethon Road. It's going to be a day full of beautiful artwork. And speaking of artwork, you already see what I have behind me, her Meiselak. And we are talking to the artist behind her Meiselak, Ricky here. This is amazing. I absolutely was blown away when I walked on here. So you have to tell us what's the story behind this beautiful piece of art.
Oh, man, I really appreciate your comments. I'm suffering from a severe case of art car fever. It's been working on me since we weren't able to have the parade last year, but so luckily the Orange Show has provided all of the artists in the art car community a platform to really express themselves once again, so it's kind of like a homecoming. Hence the suit.
There we go. Looking fly. My man looking fly.
It's a super special time. So we're just trying to build something. This is her Meiselak. He's the Greek god of travel, going from the art car world to the slab world, bringing nothing but messages of love and hope. Not a fifth wheel, not a sixth wheel, but a baker's dozen, baby.
And you know,
13
we talk
of them
about
on here.
13 of different things that we see here. We want to also mention how long it takes to create something like this here.
We're on year 3. This is the 3rd version. We like to call this one orange, or too fancy if you want to be exact. And so we added some candelabras, a little bit of detail just to kind of reach out to the people so that everyone can look at something at the car and find something that they enjoy looking at.
Keep in mind, everyone, all the swirls that you see on here, hand-painted as well.
We've got a wonderful art educator. Happy Teacher Week, everyone out there. Miss Maya Watson painted this by hand, just kind of showing, you know, her love for the art, just trying to spread it everywhere.
Let's continue to walk around, too.
We've got so many schools participating in the art car experience as well. The teachers and students are out there working. We are representing the Houston Independent School District as well as Spring Branch, as well as the junior colleges and all the other educators out there that are working with students to kind of expand the brand per se, so that art cars and living mobile art will stay alive for much, much longer.
Absolutely. We are inspired by the gorilla on top as well, and the disco ball inside. Keep in mind, if you want to come and check out the Houston Art Car Experience, is going to be happening this weekend, again, off of 45 and Telethon Road. You can get your tickets at artcarexperience.com. There's going to be a concert happening with 3 different bands.
For sure.
Tickets are selling out fast, so you have to go and check it out right now in order to come and check out Mr. Ricky here and all of the beautiful artwork. Just such a great job. Such a great job. We're going to go ahead and send things back to you guys in the studio, Courtney and Derek. I'm going to hop inside here. We're going to take it around the block for us.
I am so jealous. Ricky is one cool cat. I love it.
Art is everywhere.
He is.
All right, Joe. Have fun out there. After the break, a look at what's coming up on tomorrow's show, including a trip under the sea.
As we head to break, let's check in with Kevin Frazier for a look at what's coming up on Entertainment Tonight. Hey, Kevin.
Courtney and Derek, make sure you tune into ET tonight to find out what Matt Damon just said about Ben and J-Lo's recoupling. It's very interesting. Plus, how Jen's ex, A-Rod, is handling the news. That's also interesting. That's all tonight at 6:30 right here on KPRC2. But don't go anywhere. Houston Life will be right back.
Tomorrow on Houston Life, the Downtown Aquarium needs Houston's help naming its new rescued male tiger cub. Lauren Kelly has info on their latest contest that could score you a pretty cool prize.
Plus, it is Wine Club Wednesday, poured by H-E-B. We are highlighting 2 gold medal winners from the 2021 Rodeo Uncorked International Wine Competition. And best of all, both bottles are under $15. And you know what I love about this Rodeo Uncorked competition is oftentimes the winners are more inexpensive bottles. I think it's fantastic, and just goes to show A great bottle of wine doesn't have to cost a lot of money.
It certainly doesn't. And a great bottle of wine shared with someone you love is always a good deal.
Or even if you drink alone straight out of the bottle, that's okay too.
It happens to the best of us.
I'm just saying that.
Sometimes. What I was going to say.
What?
Nothing. We're going to see
Say
it
it.
tomorrow. I don't
Come
know
on,
what I was.
say it.
Sometimes bad wine happens to good people, or bad
good wine
situations.
can happen to bad people too.
Bad situations.
Depends on how you look at it.
Send it over to
right.
Keith and Christine. Again, another explanation. I have no idea.
You guys make me feel so good about life every day.
Because you feel more normal after you watch our show?
You know what? Hey, they get it. They get me. No, I appreciate
It's because you confuse us. That's what it is.
Yeah, the wheels fall off the bus multiple times.
What you're saying is, we're glad we're not them.